You're listening to ACT's Third Stage. Enjoy the show. All right, thanks for joining us today on ACT's Third Stage. Today we have the Abilene Genetic Opera Association. For those of you who have not heard of this is the REPO Genetic Opera Shadowcast here in town, the only one here in Abilene. And today we've got Liz, who is directing it.
Hi.
We've got, I'm sorry, I've completely blanked out on y'all's two names. Will you share us?
Haley White.
Hi, and I'm Michael Shear.
Michael Shear and Haley White. Haley, who do you play?
I'm Amber Sweet.
Amber Sweet. And
I'm Nathan Wallace, also the Repo Man.
all right, Liz, who do you play?
I am Blind Mag.
Blind Mag. Okay, so for those of you who have never seen REPO, the Genetic Opera, it is a trip, completely insane movie. Kind of in the same vein as like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Musical, great for Shadowcast. Liz, you want to tell us a little bit more about it?
Basically, the gist of it is we've gone into the future. There was a spate of organ failures that gave rise to GeneCo, the company offering organs that they will finance. So it went from saving people's lives to, in the future, surgery is a fashion statement where you're getting new things just to say that you did. One of the lines in it is, your designer heart still beats with common blood. So it's basically, you know, I've got a better face than you, or I've got a better heart or lungs or what have you. So we center in on a grave robber who's you can get a painkiller from the dead, and so he's robbing graves and meets Shiloh, who is Nathan's son. Nathan is the Repo Man, but we don't know that yet. He's telling everyone he's a doctor, but he has this secret second life where he basically murders people legally on the side.
That sounds like a trip. So, like, where does the Repo name come out of all this?
Go
ahead, man.
No,
You're the
you're the man.
If you're financing your organs and you don't make your payments in 90 days delinquent, you get the repo treatment. Everybody gets the repo treatment after 90 days delinquent.
Which
So you don't make your payments,
They take your
they
organs.
take your organs. And they need to send the repo man just like they would send somebody to take your truck if you didn't make your truck payments.
That sounds incredibly painful. And Repo's your character, right? Repo
Yes.
Man's your favorite. Who is also the father of Shiloh, right? And
Yes.
Shiloh is the heroine, lack of a better word, one of the main female leads. Haley, who do you play?
I'm Amber Sweet.
Amber Sweet. Who's Amber Sweet?
She is one of the kids of Roddy Largo. Roddy is who founded GeneCo.
Oh.
All of his kids are failures in their own way. Amber Sweet's main problem is she is addicted to the knife. She's addicted to plastic surgery. So that also leads her to become addicted to Zydrate, which is the painkiller that our grave robber takes from the dead. So she's usually off trading her body for this drug and getting lots of different treatments.
So the story sounds pretty freaking twisted. I've seen the movie. It's a trip. And so what is unique about this is a shadow cast. So what this is these actors, they have different roles that they're playing that mimic the people on the screen. And the movie's played at the same time. So if any of you have ever been to a shadow cast, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't been, then you're basically going to see these guys acting out what's on the stage, what's on the screen, but in real life too. All the songs are in there, and it's definitely going to be an experience. Probably destined to be one of those cult classics too.
And
We hope so.
If I could say something, Sam,
Yeah.
people I've talked to about the Repo Genetic Opera are getting it confused with the 1980s Repo Men with Emilio Estevez, or even the newer remake of Repo Men with Jude Law. It is not that.
No.
It is not that.
It's a music.
Not at all. So
Also, people that are really into opera, it relates to them a lot, and people that are into the more rock music, it has a lot of new age rock to it, more like an industrial rock, as you would imagine, Nine Inch Nails mixed with
Bauhaus was involved in it at some point.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about the soundtrack is it's real. It crosses the line because Sarah Brightman plays your character, right, Mag?
Yes.
So you've got classically trained opera singers along with your,
Ogre.
It also has Ogre from Skinny
yeah,
Puppy.
exactly. So you've got metal guys in there mixed in with these opera singers, and it's an experience because the music is amazing.
The music is what makes it. It really is. I try and kind of emphasize that the movie is rated R. Think about Sweeney Todd. If you're a fan of Sweeney Todd, it's about a cross between Sweeney Todd and the Saw movies. Darren Bousman directed it, and he is known for directing the Saw 2, 3, and 4 of the Saw franchise. So it's a little more violent than Sweeney Todd, but it's way less violent than Saw. So just keep that in mind when perusing and making your choice for the evening.
It's a little more musical than Saw too, right?
Oh.
I don't remember a whole lot of music in the Saw movies at
No,
all.
this is true.
The weird thing is when the violence is happening, you don't get as grossed out because there's beautiful music being applied to the violence. So you wouldn't think that music would tone down a large amount of violence, but it does.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah, it really
And
does.
we saw that in Sweeney Todd-esque too.
Yeah,
You see some of the
exactly.
most violent scenes with some of the most beautiful, emotional music of the show.
Yeah.
Same thing in Repo is what I found when I watched it too.
Yeah.
Yes, in one scene, there's definitely very kind of upbeat, happy music going on in the background, while one guy is just getting
Yeah,
killed.
there's
And it's-
viciously murdered
Yeah.
to this joyful music. So it's a trip. When is the show?
September the 29th.
What time?
7 o'clock, we're going to do some music for you or some pre-show of some description. We're still throwing that around. 8 o'clock is the actual movie. And we've got members of the Dallas Shadowcast that does both Repo and the Rocky Horror coming in to assist us. Unfortunately, the first go-round, we could not find enough people to get this done, so our cast is being supplemented very kindly and graciously by Amber Does Dallas out of Dallas.
I'm really excited that this thing's getting going. Really, really excited.
Us too.
Where's it going to be again?
The ACT Black Box Theater, it's 809 Barrow, but it's the building next to the main community theater with the big doors and columns and stuff.
Cool. How much are tickets to this thing?
15.
$15 to get in?
Yeah.
Wow, that's not bad.
And there'll be additional things to purchase when you get here. Amber Does Dallas is bringing prop packs similar to the Rocky Horror. There'll be things to... We're a little hesitant at first because not a lot of people are going to know the movie, so we'll try and give you an idea as to when to use the props out of the prop packs. They'll have other merchandise and things to bring, but that's going to be up to them.
Something that might be a little confusing about the prop bags is that we didn't mention that this is, if you haven't been to a Shadowcast, that this is a lot of audience participation. That there's audience participation, so at times you won't just have to sit there and stare at a bunch of people acting out a movie. You also get to participate yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an all-around experience. The Shadowcast up into it's very, very involved.
Yeah, if Shiloh's chasing a bug on screen, you've got a little bug in your prop pack to throw at the stage. Roddy is singing a very beautiful song about gold. You'll have little gold pieces in to lob at the stage.
Sounds pretty incredible. Do you guys have a website?
It's Genetic Opera with a dash in between, genetic-opera.com. Or Facebook also is Abilene Repo, I believe. Twitter and Instagram as well, but the Facebook is probably the best way to find us.
The Facebook. The Facebook.
The Facebook.
You guys
yeah.
can get tickets online, right?
Yes, if you go to genetic-opera.com, there's a link to Ticket Leap, which is who is doing our tickets this time.
Awesome. Are you guys selling tickets at the door, or are they all online?
Yes, you can buy with cash at the door. We're asking that you go online if you can, just because this space is very small, that if you want to be guaranteed a spot, that you should probably get it ahead of time.
Yeah, this theater is pretty intimate, so it will. This is going to be popular because this is one of the few things in Abilene like this. So I'm excited to come see it. I know everybody, the cast, I saw a rehearsal, and it is, these guys have put their hearts and soul into this. It is amazing, and it's an undertaking. This isn't some light movie. It's an insane movie. So they took on quite a bit, and Liz has really, she's had her work cut out for her.
Our fearless leader.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what ultimately happened was I've had the Facebook for 3 years now, but I had kind of given up on trying to get something like this started in Abilene. And like I said, we still are moving forward with about half as many people as we needed. But after 3 years of just kind of going, oh, I can't do this, I actually met the director. I met Darren Bausman at a convention. Several of us even did. Our fearless Luigi, he and several of the others in the cast, we all met him. And that was the push that I needed to go, no, I have to make this happen. No one else is going to do it for me. And then just 2 nights ago, I actually met the gentleman who played the grave robbers. So Darren Bausman, the director, got me started, and then meeting the grave robber was the final push I needed to know that this is going to happen. We are going to make this happen.
I'm glad it's happening. This thing's going to grow in popularity, and I cannot wait to see it. And I mean, it's just poised to grow from here. So if you get a chance, September what again?
29th.
September 29th.
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, September 29th.
7 o'clock pre-show, 8 o'clock movie.
Grab your tickets at genetic-opera.com. $15. Come and see it. And if you get a chance, watch the movie beforehand so you kind of have an idea about what's going on. I think it's on Amazon. You can rent it.
Yes, it's on Prime.
I'm sure there's a pawn shop around that has it. It's been out since like, what, 2008?
2008.
Yeah,
This is the
2008.
10th anniversary. Yes.
Cool. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up to do the podcast, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Thanks for having us.